You're entering war territory, Stalker. You have no business being here, you hear me? Turn around and get lost.
Easy now. Why are you so nervous?
The swamps can make anyone nervous. Can't you feel it? This place ain't right, I tell you. Now move along. The boys are already on edge.
I'm looking for someone. And he's in there.
There definitely aren't any stalkers here, I'll tell you that much. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be here either. So get lost.
I've got a permit from Colonel Korshunov.
Are we hiring stalkers now, too? Whatever. As long as you can help. Come on in. The commander's in the main building. We've got an infirmary there now.
Ask my senior officer.
Anytime. What the scientists do is no concern of mine, as long as they don't do their experiments on me. Move along.
A soldier's happiness boils down to a few things. Good grub, for one. Then there's comfortable gear from his armor down to his skivvies. And enough ammo. And let me tell you, I've got all those bases covered. Whatever's going on inside their heads, that's the commander's problem. I'm just here to make sure their helmets fit. The zone only knows how to take. Because humans don't belong in this place. I wish I had something to show from my time in the service, but no such luck. I can't wait to get out of here.
Wait until you laugh your asses off when I tell you some home base shit. Fucking hilarious.
Come on in.
I would not recommend doubling the dosage. These medications have a cumulative...
Captain,
Do it.
This is not the wisest course of action.
Expecting any help from you wasn't the wisest course of action. You've been here for 2 weeks and my men are only getting worse.
Sometimes we have to let the patient get a little worse in order to figure out what's wrong with him. I have the situation firmly in hand.
That's what worries me. s.t.a.l.k.e.r promised me the best expert in the field. Where is he? Who's going to tell me what happened to my men?
I am. But it'll take time. Have some patience, Captain. Your doctor has all the medications we need, and my devices are monitoring the situation. You will be the first to know.
Unless I lose my marbles myself first. That's it. I'm done waiting. You're dismissed, Doc. Stalker? How did you get in here?
One of your men is a rat.
One of my men? bullshit.
I intercepted a message about a plot to sabotage Icarus. It was sent over an old frequency, a monolithian one. Just like the PDA the traitor used to communicate.
If it's old, we can trace it. I bet it's Krivenko. He puts his shitty gadgets all over the place, thinking we'd never put two and two together. All right, here's the plan. I'll send my soldiers for a walk around the camp, just in case. You get rid of the antennas. They'll jam any direction finder.
Who's Krivenko? Why do you suspect him?
You just saw him. That s.t.a.l.k.e.r rat. That bozo showed up as soon as my men started hearing things, with papers signed by Stalin himself. And I never even sent a request to s.t.a.l.k.e.r. He hasn't done a damn thing in 2 weeks other than set up his locators to monitor the situation. I trust my soldiers, but not those s.t.a.l.k.e.r crooks.
What's the purpose of these antennas?
On paper, to monitor the level of anomalous exposure. As for what they really do, your guess is as good as mine. If not for the papers from Stalin, I'd toss Krivenko into the nearest anomaly myself. Then he can measure the exposure on his own ass till the cows come home.
I want to talk to Krivenko first.
Go ahead, and don't forget to talk to our quartermaster afterwards. He could spin a whole platoon's worth of briefs out of the wool Krivenko's gonna pull over your eyes. If you want us to get we can't do shit as long as they're...
All right, we have a deal.
Make it quick. Who knows?
A stalker at Icarus. These are desperate times indeed. How are you feeling? Any headaches? Dizziness, perhaps? I wish I had the proper equipment to read your Psi signature. Given the circumstances, it never hurts to have a control sample.
Wait for it, guys. Here's a good one.
C signature? What's that?
How can I explain it in a way even a stalker could understand? Let's say it's like your brain's fingerprint. It's not quite a scientific explanation, but it gets the point across.
So what exactly is going on here anyway?
Psi exposure of unidentified origin and power, and unidentified consequences. Unidentified for now, but I'm working on it.
I've been informed that there's a traitor in the ward. He probably has Monolith connections. Can you help me find him?
Monolith? Impossible. I would have noticed for sure. But if you insist, let's run another check. I'll need up-to-date readings from the scanning antennas in order to find your traitor. Unless, of course, you are just imagining him. That's the order of the day around here.
How would your data help us figure out what's going on?
Don't get me wrong. I could explain everything, of course, but why bother? If you wanted to listen to my lectures, you'd be a scientist, not a stalker. Just bring the data to me, and I'll do what I was sent here to do.
Deal. I'll get your data.
It's a pleasure working with you, Stalker. Here's a recording device. Tell me if you start feeling unwell. Remember, I'm here to help. Please,
How would your data help us?
Don't get me wrong. I could explain everything, of course.
Will do.
Except...
I've been on my feet all day. I'm beat. Then lie down and give me 50 sit-ups on the double.
Sarge! Hey, Sarge! Tell the captain to get someone to replace me.
I'll tell him. You drink this, and I'll tell him.
I'll drink it once he relieves me of my watch. Don't you remember regulations? The honor guard can't drink on duty.
When I left for Icarus, I thought it'd be like a vacation. Small, remote garrison, what could go wrong? An encounter. Boy, was I wrong. There isn't a single empty bed left in the infirmary. We bring in. So, for the time being, you seem to be the. S.t.a.l.k.e.r doesn't give a damn about the ward. The future of all mankind is at stake. The fact that our brain. Here, soldier, take this pill. It'll keep your hand. Yeah, okay. See you around.
Hey, this spot's mine. It's easier to breathe here. Just don't tell anybody, okay? I'm not telling anyone. And you don't tell anyone about this spot either.
Ask my senior officer.
Well, looks like Prevenko's got himself a new assistant. Those slackers from the Institute sure like to ride other people's coattails.
I got all 3 reports. Laugh if you want, Stalker, but it seems like you were right. Icarus may indeed be exposed to the influence from outside.
Have you found the traitor?
Not exactly, but I did find an interesting disturbance in the psi field, here in the camp. So much for the much-vaunted ward. I remember Senkevich puffing out his chest when he said his most trusted man, s.t.a.l.k.e.r, had checked everything and that the threat was clearly coming from outside the camp. Follow these coordinates. I'll have security let you in. If the thing beneath Icarus is what I think it is, I want you to leave it alone, but make sure you get a reading from it. I'm afraid Captain Senkevich is underqualified to determine to follow the coordinates to the underground area and take readings from the...
We were told you were coming. You can go in. Just keep your head down. You might see things from time to time.
Ask my senior officer.
Take any questions to my commanding officer.
Trying to get on the captain's good side, are you? Trying to get... How did it go?
Not bad. I found a strange device.
Just as I thought. That, my friend, is a Psi beacon. Old monolith technology, with a few recent modifications.
So it was altered? How?
Based on what I can see right off the bat, the power has been reduced, but the frequency range has been significantly expanded. And whoever made the modifications knew exactly what they were doing. I'll have to make some adjustments to my preliminary calculations. Was there anything else, Stalker?
A Psi beacon? What's that?
To put it simply, it's a device that emits Psi waves in a specific spectrum. Regular exposure can even turn a man into a zombie. This particular unit works a bit differently, but the principle is the same.
How did the Psi beacon end up there?
How does anything end up anywhere? Someone put it there. If the signatures I have read with your assistance are to be believed, this one was put there by Lieutenant s.t.a.l.k.e.r. The same s.t.a.l.k.e.r. who was supposed to check the underground area on Sienkiewicz's orders. Korshunov's gonna have a long talk with the captain, I'm sure.
Get to the point.
It's pretty simple. Lieutenant s.t.a.l.k.e.'s Psi signature is nearly identical to those we have taken from the former Monolithians. Can you believe it?
From the ward to monolith? How is that possible?
Not Monolith itself, of course. The Monolith is long gone, but someone clearly has s.t.a.l.k.e.r. under their control. If the lieutenant is taken alive, I'll find out who it is. There are ways, you know.
Do you know where the lieutenant is?
I can take a guess. My colleagues at Echo Station are doing similar research, and they picked up an interesting signature recently. I didn't think much of it before. There are lots of people roaming the swamps after all, but now I know who it is. It's a good thing s.t.a.l.k.e.r. expeditions are always accompanied by security detail. I believe s.t.a.l.k.e.r. will be detained soon. Still, you'd better hurry up. What's up?
Those stalkers see the zone every day, but they can't see the forest for the trees. It's a unique, living mechanism. It needs to be studied, not milked dry. Pardon the metaphor.
Can you remind me where I can find s.t.a.l.k.e.r.?
Echo Station. That's where my colleagues picked up an If you want to intercept s.t.a.l.k.e.r. first, you'd... Good luck.
works. You can't fix it? Just throw it out. Yeah, right. There is nothing I can't fix. Stalker, huh? Haven't seen you around here before. Though, to be fair, I just got assigned here myself. The previous tech ended up under Batalo, so now I'm filling his shoes. I just hope I don't end up like him. Let me know if you need anything. We keep wasting ammo like there is no tomorrow. I have no idea what they are shooting at. Every time I ask, all I get is, "There was something creepy out there."
Do you have any work for me?
With the equipment and the people here both going haywire, we have got plenty. I know what to do when a mission fails, but if my head goes out of whack, I gotta ask Batalo for a bed by the window. And those eggheads from s.t.a.l.k.e.r give us nothing but pills. Thanks, but no thanks. If I had the parts, I would make me a psi suit already. They got some, but they ain't giving us any. You can get the parts at the depot though. Bring them to me, and I will make you a psi suit too. A stalker could sure use one of those in the swamps.
Why would you need a psi suit when you've got pills?
As with anything that comes from s.t.a.l.k.e.r, those pills might solve your problem on the spot, but then you will have to deal with the side effects for the rest of your life. I may be a little bit crazy now too, but I trust myself more than their meds.
How did the parts end up outside s.t.a.l.k.e.r?
We got artists from the top brass to set up a mobile lab. The previous tech was setting up a power grid there, but after the first equipment delivery, the project fell apart. They discovered biological activity in the form of a mutant. The eggheads ran back to s.t.a.l.k.e.r, and what little they brought with them was left here to gather dust. They've got plenty of this stuff back at the Institute.
All right. I'll get you your parts.
Get to the depot. There is a huge hangar there with these doors. The parts are inside. The entrance is electronically locked, but you should be able to get in no problem. Unless my tools deceive me, s.t.a.l.k.e.r still keeps the place powered on. Find some spare parts post-haste and get back to me. No one's supposed to be in there anymore. I think.
Come back, Iron. Get this done like a bag tree. I'll make you back at home.
Seems like it.
Shit. The load must have spiked when you hit the button. We have to reset the circuit. I have sent you the coordinates. Flip the breakers. That should do the trick. I hope.
the door. That's an order. When it comes in, close the door. On my order. Now!
What about you, Sergeant? I can't do that.
Close the door. That's an order.
Need anything adjusted?
I've got the C suit parts.
Great. How'd it go?
I had to take down a mutant in the hangar to get these parts.
Damn. I thought the thing was long dead. Sorry for setting you up. I'll try to get your suit ready as soon as possible. I'll call you when it's done.
Happiness requires sacrifice. I know you understand this. It's all right. We're almost there. I just need to turn it on. I had to do it. He's right. You're a scientist. You have to understand me. The small must not stand in the way of the great.
What are you talking about? Who is he?
Have you ever felt needed? Like you're not alone anymore? I never have. Not until he spoke to me.
Why did you turn against your own men? What did they promise you?
Acceptance. Purpose. Not the false purpose of the ward. A real purpose. Happiness.
Lieutenant, wake up. I've got something that'll help you come to your senses.
I don't want to wake up, Stalker. I want to go to him. I want to be happy again. He went silent. And then those rats from s.t.a.l.k.e.r didn't want to reach you in the antenna. I had to do it. Don't you understand? I'm almost done, Stalker. I'm sorry, but I can't leave any witnesses.
You're a tenacious one, soldier. Ruthless, too. There are no better qualities for those who walk his path. You've earned the right to hear me once more. On a ship bound for nowhere is a guide who's trying to stay afloat. He will show you the way to clear sky. Once you get there, you'll never be alone again. Come to me.
My colleagues at the station still haven't contacted me.
They're all dead. s.t.a.l.k.e.r wasn't messing around.
How unfortunate. It's a good thing our data transfer is top-notch, so this won't affect our research in any way. Thanks for the information. I'll see you later.
Who's there? Oh, it's good. The boss respects me. He got me a new gun, and my jacket's fresh off some chump. Could be better, sure, but it could be way worse too. Okay, chill out.
Who's there? We're sort of like Robin Hood, you know? Take from the rich, give to the poor, and since there ain't no one in the zone poorer than us, we get to keep everything. Okay, chill out.
Talk to our boss. Talk to our boss.
I won't hesitate to toss hotheads out. Our mission is no excuse.
You guys are hysterical. Talk to our boss. Hey, man. People have all kinds of reasons to escape from the main. So long.
Remember this. I'm the Sultan, and this ship is mine. If you play by my rules, you'll have a good life here. But step out of line, and you can kiss that good life goodbye. Don't bother me with crap, and don't start shit with Kalina or my men, unless you want a bullet in your knee. Let me tell you something. The Ward, they're just basic cops. Gear's fancier, but that's all there is. Even the Wardens can't resist a little extra coin if you approach them the right way. Coupons are sort of like magic. They make folks turn a blind eye and a deaf ear.
What can you tell me about the Sultansk?
Here on the Sultansk, we don't treat stalkers as enemies. Behave, and you'll make some good money. Just like my guys. But if you're a Shevchenko rat, that's a whole different story. And trust me, it ain't pretty. If you've got something to talk about, come on over.
First time here, huh? Don't be shy, loner. We won't bite. Visit the Sultansk once. You'll see there's no better place in all of Zaton. If you're looking for a job, got artifacts to sell, or just need a drink for the road, you've come to the right place. I know all about how this place works, and I can tell you how to make it work in your favor. Rule number 1, no trashing my ship. I'm not gonna like it. Name's Sonia, by the way. Sonia Kalina. You know coupons were invented by some smart-ass freedom guy from Rostock, right? Wasn't that long ago, but the whole zone uses them. Jobs, trades, payments, it's all coupons now. I wonder if it's human nature, or does the zone turn anything new into something ordinary just like that?
I'm looking for work. Got any?
We've always got work for a capable guy. Our boss, the Sultan, has something coming up. Go see him. Tell him Kalina sent you. If you do a good job, we'll pay you well.
Well, speak up since you're here.
Kalina says you need help with something.
You want to work for me, huh? Well, Sofia Alexeyevna's right. I just happen to have a job that's perfect for you.
Why hire Stalker, boss? We got plenty of decent guys starving for work right here.
If your buddies are starving, Knuckle, tell them they can starve to death for all I care. They need to make themselves useful, and so do you. Go make me some tea while I talk shop with this loner. You like it here on the Sultansk, Stalker? I've been living in the swamps for a long time now. Had my fair share of chumps to shake down and assholes to kill. Life's been good to me so far. Even if you're the kingpin of garbage, the zone can still fuck your shit right up. An emission hit my stash a little while back. The place is crawling with anomalies and mutants now. The zone's a bitch, eh?
She surely is.
I like the cut of your jib, Stalker. So let me get to the point. There was an important briefcase in that stash, and I want it back.
Why don't you send your own men to get the briefcase?
It's not in their wheelhouse. Shaking down chumps, that's their job. Mutants and anomalies, those are for stalkers.
What's so important about the briefcase?
Ignorance is bliss, Stalker. The less you know, the longer you live.
All right. I'll bring you your briefcase.
Very well. The job's easy enough, just a couple of mutants and some anomalies. And the pay's more than generous. Here are the coordinates.
You wanna chat?
Nothing, eh?
People keep saying that the zone's not the same anymore. Like they got any clue what it's...
See ya.
But here's the zone. You gotta hide both your shit and your piss.
You're good.
When I play cards, I can count on luck. If I look, but the zone is a whole different story. You won't be gambling with Sultan, you're gambling with... So don't worry. Once I step outside the Sultan... I was hanging out at the cemetery, the old church, and boom! There's this cross with a name and a photo. So I look closer, and it's my freaking face. I blink, and it ain't there. Cross ain't got nothing on it. I almost said a prayer. Man, I'll never set foot in that place again, I swear.
Can't reach the floor.
Well?
0. The veteran grins. Nope. The answer is 2.
Gold chart to the kingpin.
Counting. Every emission gives me a splitting headache.
You get used to it. I barely notice it anymore.
You wanna chat? See ya.
Who's that? More and more cops. Yeah, get out already.
Hey, man. So long.
Well, look what the cat dragged in. We've got gas in our swamp. I'm sorry, I mean their swamp. It belongs to those paragons of clean living, of course. What can I do for you?
Is everything all right? Or are you celebrating something?
Do I need an excuse to have a little radiation treatment? I went to the wrong place, and now I'm giving the radionuclides the old heave-o. And I mean that literally. I'd rather drink water from the river than the booze they got around here.
You're welcome to depart for the Shevchenko.
Hey, don't you eavesdrop on me?
Looks like every asshole in the zone knows who you are.
Hey, don't be so rude to the noble proprietors of this fine rust bucket. But you're right. I'm sort of a regular around here. Side effect of living in the zone for about 10 years, I guess. And I've never joined any of the factions. Guess that's why the locals like me. At the very least, they hate me a little less than they hate each other.
Do Do you know anything about Clear Sky?
It used to be a faction. They were searching for the ways of the zone, but they got lost. They're gone now. Their base is still out there, but there's no way to get inside. And that's for the best. The zone has some secrets that are best left undisturbed.
I'm looking for a guide to Clear Sky. Can you help me?
Wanna hear a story? Nah, don't answer. I'm gonna tell you anyways. I've just had about enough for a little tale. I used to be a guide, it's true. I figured I was leading people around the zone. Turns out I was lying through my teeth to myself. I thought I knew it all. I thought I could take anyone, anywhere. What kind of mistakes does a stalker make, huh? You can mess up your detector, you lose your loot. With guides, it's a different story. Especially when the zone wants to put them in their place. You dig?
Nope, not quite.
You're a lucky one then. I envy you. There were 3 of them. I still remember their names, where they were going, and everything that happened to them. I can't forget it. I wish I could, but I just can't. I had the trust of the zone, and I betrayed it. Ruined it along with the people who had trusted me. And until I become a true guide, someone who knows the zone for real, someone who the zone loves for real, I'm not taking you anywhere. You need Nimble. I hear he's been to Clear Sky a couple of times. He's a good guide, and he's not a bad guy either. Don't ask him about the Snorgas mask he wears on his shoulder, though. Right now, Nimble is taking Trapper on a hunt. The Sultan splurged on the best hunter to shoot the local fauna. I sent you their coordinates. Maybe you can work something out. So, well, let me finish my drink in peace. Look for Nimble. He's the man you need. So, what were we talking about? Oj, luzi, czerwona kalina.